significance of this is that only one structure can spawn in each quadrant, so if you have a bastion in positive positive, you know for a fact that there won't be anything else over there. As for the stuff about knowing if and where there's a bastion, on February 15th, one day after Xylonox's run, strategy innovator and top speedrunner K4 released a video titled Practical Guide to Bastion X-ray/Microlensing. In it, he showed that there was an incredible piece of information readily available from the F3 menu. Essentially, the E number on the right represents how many entities are loaded in, whereas the one on the left just represents how many are in a runner's field of view. A bit lower down, the M number represents the hostile mobs that spawned in, and C represents non-hostile creatures, like Striders. The thing about Bastions is that piglins spawn with them, so they aren't counted in the M number, but they're still entities. Bastion piglins are also permanently loaded upon nether entry and never despawn, which is what makes this possible. Anyways, if you add the M and the C numbers and subtract that from the total number of entities, the difference is just the piglins that spawn with a Bastion. If there's a Bastion, the E number should be about 20 higher than the M plus C, and if there's no Bastion, the numbers should be about the same. This is only in loaded chunks also, so let's say you turn your render distance to 16 and there's a Bastion. If you turn it down to 12 and the Bastion disappears, you know for a fact that the Bastion is somewhere 12 to 16 chunks away. Now, locating the exact angle of the Bastion. If a player's FOV is turned down to the lowest possible, 30, looking around and watching the E number for a field of view spike is a sign of a Bastion. Usually, the spikes will be drastic enough to avoid false positives. Anyways, where were we? Oh yeah, tied world record, Rainix and Xylonox. Well, unfortunately for these two, the GOAT of Minecraft speedrunning, Illumina, decided that it was his time to make his mark. Illumina is a runner who doesn't use F3, so maybe it makes a bit more sense as to why I brought up the uses of F3 just now. Anyways, what exactly did Illumina do? Well, on February 22nd, he loaded into a pretty good seed. Village spawn, blacksmith chest, blah blah blah, he entered the nether at 3 minutes. The first thing he saw was a basalt biome, commonly referred to as a brusalt because it's hard to move fast and bastions can't spawn there. After a bit of running, he made it out, spotted a fortress, and upon entry into the fortress, he spotted a bastion. Without a shield or fire resistance, he killed blazes and went 6 for 7 on drops. Next, the bastion, which was a treasure type. Unfortunately, there was a large lava flow running right over the normal path, and it nearly blocked off the stairs. But with some good maneuvering, he made it up to the top where the gold was. By performing a route pioneered by fellow speedrunner Ninja Brain, he was able to get piglins into a hole where he threw gold to trade with them. After he got all the necessary items, he threw down the portal right in the bastion and was out of the nether at 8:30. The blind travel distance, though, was terrible. Fortunately, he had pearls for days, so maneuvering through the mountain terrain wasn't too difficult, and eventually he hit an ocean. With full ocean travel for the